Hey, what is going on, fellow lawyers, and welcome back to the Old Bailey. So let's jump in and see what's going on. Okay. Tell us what. The fine fellow representing me is absolutely right. In the carriage on the night with myself and the other man, there was another passenger. It's true. Aye, and 'twas me who helped the little urchin get away after it all happened. You... What? Okay, he just straight up admitted it. He's not happy at all.
No, that convenient excuse can't save you now.
I'm truly sorry, so I am. I'm sure you'll be wanting to know why I said nothing when I was taken in by the police. I do be having a very good reason, I assure you. Which was? Well, the little child was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and not in any way involved, you see. Maybe it was just someone paying his debts.
What?
If the police had known the wee one was there, they'd have assumed she'd done it. Aha, so it's a little girl. They'd have hauled her into this here courtroom just like myself. I was only trying to spare her that. Young hearts and young minds are easily damaged, my lord.
And who was this young child of whom you speak?
That, I don't know.
You don't know?
Aye, well, the wee thing just happened to be in the carriage that night. I never saw her before or since. Oh, yeah, he doesn't like that at all.
We have absolutely no reason to believe this man. The prosecution calls for the witnesses' statements to be disregarded by the court.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the urchin isn't here in this courtroom as we speak, listening to the proceedings. What? Bang! Smoke bomb or gun? Ah, smoke! Fire! There's a fire! Look, someone's trying to get away! After them, it's no use! I can't see anything from all this smoke. What is going on? Be careful! Cover your face!
Bailiff, don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus.
Okay. We got the funky tune playing. Shame the crowd are so damn loud.
I hereby call an emergency recess. Bailiff, ensure the defendant is in custody and clear the courtroom.
Okay, judge isn't happy. We were hurriedly removed from the smoke-filled courtroom by the bailiff, amid scenes of chaos as people stumbled over one another in their desperation to flee the chamber. We had no idea what was happening. All we knew was that, for the time being at least, the trial was suspended. Okay, we saved his life for now. To be continued. Hey, made it through the first day. Nice. Give me that sweet, delicious safety save. Yeah, that'll do. Biddly-ding. Gah! Adventures. Oh, yo, still on the tense music. Yeah, I suppose this is immediately after they've left the courtroom, in fairness. Okay. What on earth just happened in there? I've managed to find out what's happened. Well, that's helpful. I was told it was an advanced form of smoke grenade, a type of exploding device that releases smoke. Popping smoke! A smoke grenade? It sounds like the sort of thing ninjas use. They're just making sure everything is safe now. I think the trial will start again before long. Okay, maybe someone's nicking evidence or something. But who would have done something like that? Surely that tiny urchin. The police managed to catch someone who was trying to flee the courtroom, apparently. Flee the courtroom? Why? Well, it's a young girl of around 15, I hear. A young girl? Then could it be the other passenger that he was talking about? My thoughts exactly. So he wasn't lying. Oh, what's become of him, actually? There are so many things I need to ask him about, but he's not here. I think he was summoned to the prosecutor's antechamber to answer questions. No, that doesn't sound good, answering questions out of court. Along with the young girl. I don't like where this is going. Who is she, I wonder? And what was she even doing here at the trial? Could it be his daughter? She was taking a huge risk, and for what possible benefit to herself? There's another matter that's troubling me. What's that? The 20 pence. Oh, Hey, slap that book, baby. According to the coachman... Quick shuffle. He took 4 passengers that night at a fare of 5 pence each. That comes to a total of 20 pence exactly. But now it seems there were in fact 5 passengers, which means the figures don't seem to add up again. She's right, that is strange. Unless the tiny girl was in that hidden seat department. Counsel for the defence, kindly proceed into the courtroom. The trial will recommence in 5 minutes. It's plainly going to be like a Dragon Ball Z 5 minutes, though. Oh, thank you, officer. We're going right away. This planet will explode in 19 episodes. Well, whoever she is, I imagine this young girl will be asked to take the stand and testify now. I really can't imagine what she's going to say, but it could alter the whole direction of the trial. We'll know soon enough. Yes! Okay, she's confident. Which means we should be too. The Old Bailey. Get me in there. Come on, Judge. Let's kick it off. Was that guy still flipping a knife? How is that allowed inside a courtroom? Hold on. Is this going to be the ballerina? There's the young girl next to him, look. She must have been the one who caused the disturbance before. She doesn't look like a ninja. Man, I just finished getting my ass handed to me on whatever you call it, Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey. However you guys want to think of that game. Tough as hell. Nice to be chilling in the courtroom.
Well, after that rather eventful recess, the court will now resume the trial of him. Now then,
My lord,
I believe you have established the cause of the smoke which failed proceedings earlier.
it seems to be have been an advanced form of smoke grenade of the sort typically employed by the army.
Good gracious, the army? What in devil's name?
It was an elaborate attempt by a young girl to cloak her escape from the public gallery, but she was caught. And now occupies the stand.
Your name, girl?
No, not another girl's voice. Come on.
Are you responsible for the smoke grenade which induced such pandemonium here in my courtroom? What is the meaning of this deplorable behavior?
Hey, is she a mute? That really helps. Ahem, if I may, my lord.
Yes?
I think perhaps I ought to explain here. Why is it that this wee lass was here in the first place, and why she tried to bolt like that? 'Tis all tied up with the events of that night, so it is. Okay, another translator gimmick. Bring the hammer down, baby.
Very well, give your testimony. You will explain to the court exactly how this young woman is involved in the case.
Surely we need to at least know her name if she's in a courtroom, though, and like her date of birth, like just a minimal of info for a proceeding like this. Just what did happen that night? It's not like a defense lawyer needs that information or anything. Let's get to the bottom of this. The young girl. On the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off. Then, begorra, a loud thud and a wee scream woke me up with a fair start. There was a fella collapsed on the floor at my feet, so I sat him up on the seat across from me. Then I turned to find out where that scream had come from, and bless my soul, what did I find? There was a child in there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away. Aha! That is kind of what I was thinking.
I remain somewhat baffled, I confess. From what I gather on the night in question, this young girl was indeed riding in the omnibus. Is that correct?
'Tis exactly as the defence counsel said. This lass was the 5th passenger, my lord. Why would she be curled up under a seat, though, if she paid her fare?
Very well. The defence may now cross-examine the witness. Are you ready, counsel?
Yes, my lord. We gotta slap something here. Face, desk. Or rather, no. I have no idea where to start. No slaps? Damn. Confidence immediately lowering. Done. Yeah, back into it. Okay. Now, in theory, we could just press everything he said there. Well, we'll have a quick look through to see if there's anything stand out. Just because nothing jumped out there. But in theory, if we press everything, is that going to start swinging the jury gimmick each way? Although we have got... yeah, we got a little bit of evidence, not too much. Okay, fell asleep. A thud woke him up. Ah, from the body. Yeah. Wait, if she was screaming, then she can speak. A child in there? In there? Yeah, we gotta press this, man. Because maybe this secret seat gimmick isn't public knowledge yet. You say she was hiding herself? Aye, that's right. It was hard to see in the dim lamplight, but she was all curled up in a wee ball. When our eyes met, well, me heart nearly stopped beating in my chest. Ugh, you're really overacting this. Still and all, I pulled her out from under there. Under where? And sat her on the seat opposite so I could have a wee chin wag with her. The seat opposite? That's right, just next to the dead gentleman there. That's awful. Just sit next to this corpse, love, and let's have a chat. Ah, let me off this bus!
You sat this young girl next to a corpse, sir?
Yeah, not cool. At least, wow. Yeah, what do you do in that situation? You could swap seats, but then she's just staring at the dead body opposite her, which may be much more unnerving than sitting next to one. Interesting. Well, as I'm sure I mentioned, a gentleman in my position would just scream for the driver. A gentleman in my position could all too often find himself in mortal danger. So I needed to find out just who this urchin was, you see. And while I was in the middle of talking with her, I heard another scream, a fella's voice this time. Presumably that scream was him who was sitting on the roof deck seats. Right you are again, I would say, sir. Looking down through the skylight, he must have seen this young girl and the gentleman with the knife in his belly. Ah, and she's got a hat covering her face. Okay. Wait, was she the one covered in blood? Because I saw someone sat down covered in blood.
In other words, the previous witnesses did not in fact see you at all. What they believed to be yourself and the victim was in fact this girl and the late Mr. Mason.
Okay. Aye, my lord. I was, as I think everyone understands now, sat at the back of the carriage out of sight. Alright, looks like we pressed the right thing.
It is certainly plausible the defendant is somewhat diminutive in his stature. and readily confused perhaps with this young girl.
After that, of course. Oh yeah, because if we look at the picture, they're like wearing the same clothes, right? Where was it? Yeah, not too far off. With the scream from the gentleman over us, the driver realised something was wrong and pulled up the horses. I do wonder how you must be feeling. No, this is just the end of the loop where she gives you hints now, right? Damn. Being the defendant's lawyer and yet finding myself as stunned as everyone else as his testimony, let's just say it's trying. We certainly had precious little time to talk to him before the trial. But we mustn't be dispirited. We must just try to learn all the facts we can. Ah! When we arrived in London this morning, I didn't see my day panning out like this. No grumbling even in your head. Hey, don't tell me what to do. Ah, how did you know? Okay, maybe we will just have to press everything then. Ah, if we knew her name, maybe this is her knife though. Yeah, not sure. We'll have to get pressing, I think. You fell asleep? And when you first got onto the omnibus, were there any other passengers already on board? There were not. The cabin is empty and there was no one on the roof deck either.
You were the first passenger, as it were. I see.
Aye, and that's why I took the back side as I did. 'Tis the most comfortable, so it is. Could you explain exactly what you mean by the back seat? Okay, we're narrowing down seats. By all means, 'tis how you already described it earlier. I'm talking about the seat opposite the one in which the poor gentleman who was stabbed was sitting. Like I said, 'tis the most comfortable and where I feel most at ease. And of course, I enjoy gazing through the skylight from time to time as well.
Oh!
What an awesome face. Okay.
Hold it!
Press that, I guess. And how thud you say, and a scream? Aye, that's right. How can I explain it? 'Twas like the sound of someone falling to the ground. That sort of noise. So you think it was the sound of the victim falling to the floor, having been stabbed? Well now, you'll remember I was asleep at the time, so I wouldn't like to say. And when the sound woke me and I opened my eyes, there wasn't a soul to be seen in the carriage with the fellow on the floor. You didn't see anyone, but at the same moment you did hear a scream.
From the seats above you on the roof deck, I presume.
Not above me, no, my lord. 'Twas from inside the cabin. Maybe the fellow who got stabbed. But I wasn't altogether thinking about the scream. No, I was too stunned by the desperate sight before my eyes. Oh, he did the face again. Sure.
Hold it!
You sat him up? The victim, you mean? That I did, on the seat across from me, as I said. I could plainly see the poor devil was already gone. And you wouldn't just leave a dead man just lying on the floor now, would you? Would he not just... So, you get stabbed, and you lose all, I guess, sort of control or whatever on your body, because it goes loose, and slump on the floor. But, like, rigor mortis wouldn't set in for a while, right? So wouldn't he just slump off the floor again, no matter how well you sit him up? What's the picture like? And yeah, only like a little slump forward. Yeah, not sure if I buy this. Maybe this is something we can protest against. But we'll keep pressing. I think we still got one or two more now. Hopefully he can amend his testimony or something. 'Tis common courtesy, so it is.
I find that a little hard to believe.
Ah, now why would that be?
You wait to find a man lying dead at your feet in a carriage. Any normal person would hail the cabman. Any upstanding member of London society, that is.
Well now, as you know, I'm in something of a special line of business.
The business of lending money at exorbitant rates of interest.
Unfortunately, my lord, not everyone is thankful for the help I offer them, and some would even see me dead. So I do try where at all possible to avoid getting myself into a tangle of trouble. Are you suggesting you were just going to leave the man there? Heavens alive, no. I was always intended to report it, so I was. Only I had a mind to find out the whys and the wherefores first. The whys and the wherefores? Ah, just like we're doing now. Right, yeah, there were some details I wanted to understand before anyone else got to meddling. That wee scream I heard, for example. Wouldn't your good self do just the same? Yeah. The scream he says he heard at the same time as the thud of the victim collapsing. Oh man. Curled up. Yeah, so this is the last one. Damn. We might have to start guessing soon if this doesn't unturn anything. I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm sure you told the court there was no one else in the carriage. Carriage? Maybe said cabbage. Except yourself and the victim. Get out of that cabbage immediately. So I did, sir, so I did. As far as I could see, that is. What do you mean by that? Well now, 'tis a queer thing. The wee scream I heard as I woke up. Oh, it came from, if you'll excuse the vulgar expression, under my backside. What, his arse started screaming?
Good gracious!
Under your backside? And when I lifted the seat on which I'd been sitting, I found it was a wee cubbyhole there for storage. Finally! This is what we were looking for all along. We can examine the omnibus ourselves, remember? Yeah, of course, we've done that already. The whole bus was submitted as evidence. This would be a very good time to have a thorough look around inside. That's what I found her. But there was nothing under that space, right? At least there was then. Maybe now, if we have a look, it'll be like, oh, this is clearly a gimmick for whatever. Maybe not. He's heard enough.
Thank you, I've heard enough. The events as explained are clear in my mind. However, at least one conundrum remains. Who is the girl?
Her name is Jean Lestrade, my lord. She's a chancer, earns her crust among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket. What?
The girl here, a petty thief?
Oh, yo. Can we trust the old testimony? Damn, he's losing it.
Order! Order! Is this true? You will answer the question.
Whoa. She shot the judge?
Ah! How dare you? What is the meaning of this?
Teleportation.
Ah! The girl, she's gone.
Open your eyes. What? I'm over here.
Good gracious, ow!
What was the point in that little sidestep? I know what you lot are thinking. Grown-ups are all the same. This dirty little dipper, you'll say, slipped up and got caught on the job. She got herself backed into a corner, so she knifed a gent. Go on, that's what's in your heads, ain't it? No, not at all. This is a court of law. We're here to determine the truth, not cast. Don't shoot me, honey. Give me that green mist. Hey, she got coin tricks. Look, knives are for cowards. Only thugs use weapons like that. All I need for what I do is these fingers. I'm a professional, alright? Maybe not in your eyes, but I got pride in what I do. Okay. Let me guess, you don't count smoke guns among weapons for thugs? Yeah, good point. Oh, this? Yeah, this was in a bag I lifted the other day, down where they keep the four-wheel drags. It's nice, isn't it? I like the pink best.
What? Do not wave that thing in my direction again!
Oh, it's wine time, honey.
So, you admit that you were riding the omnibus on the night in question?
"'Tis all right, lass. You can tell them the truth now." Okay, we're going to squeeze out a little testimony from her. "All right, yeah, it's just like the Irishman said."
The court accepts this girl as a valid and significant witness in this case. Accordingly, young lady, we will now hear your testimony, if you please. You will tell the court exactly what happened in the omnibus on the night in question.
Okay, she's backed into a corner now. "All right, if I have to." Whew, sounds like a good time to leave it. What the girl saw. Boom. Righty guys, tasty bit of progression here. That was looking a bit ropey at the end. But, typical, it looks like we chose every other option to press but the right one, which just fed us in a big old chunky loop. But yeah, we'll leave it there. If you like the looks of any of the suggested videos flooding your screen now, check some of them out, and more importantly, let me know what you think, because feedback is always appreciated and helps the channel potentially grow even stronger. If you've missed any of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, then catch up, baby. And of course, I hope you're well. Thanks for watching, and see you again next time.